morning, Bears. It is a Tuesday, day 2 of Oceans and Currents and Temperatures, part 2. Just a reminder, if you have not submitted last week's history, Ancient Americans, go submit that now. Submit it, or you will have a 1 grade lower on your report card, which will be an F if you have a D now. Even if you've done no work, go and submit it, and it at least will keep you at a D. If you do not submit it, you will have an F on the report card. All right, now for more positive things. We are looking at Caitlin's slideshow today. Good job, Caitlin. You did really good. So everybody right now, based on Monday, should have a nice title slide. We're learning about ocean currents and temperature by Caitlin. And she has a beautiful wave. And when we're learning about the ocean, it's nice to have a picture with the ocean. Here's slide 2. Yesterday we had a nice introduction. We had causes, an event or process that leads to a result or change. That was there for you. We wanted to add some visuals. Notice she goes, because I ate, and look, she has a picture of eating. That's great. Cause, because I popped a bubble, and look, she has a bubble there. Great job. So this is a cause, something that's going to cause something or an effect to happen. I am no longer hungry. Cause, because I ate, I am no longer hungry. Love it. And then let's go for the cause of it. Because I popped a bubble. Effect, the bubble is no longer there. An effect, a result of a change that happens because of an event or a process. Sometimes we use the word impact, cause, and so great job, Caitlin. Love it. And then these slides were just our review. There's Monday's lesson. Now we see here, what's a cause? A location's latitude. Energy from the sun is transferred to Earth's surface. Some of that energy is then transferred to the air. What's the effect? A location's air temperature changes. This is what determines a location's air temperature. What's the cause? Ocean currents. Locations closer to the equator receive more energy from the sun. Currents move warmer and colder water from one latitude to another. Energy is transferred between the ocean and the air to even out temperature differences. What's the effect? A location's air temperature. So we have two things, energy from the sun and ocean currents. So these are reviews. Remember, you all have this. Now, if we use this image to think about Christchurch, remember that's that location we've been studying during El Nino, is a warm current that begins at the equator, has a lot of energy. A lot of energy equals warmer water. That high amount of energy is carried by the current as it moves through the ocean. Christchurch is near warm currents. Energy from those currents is transferred to the air of Christchurch. Now, when an ocean current comes from the equator, it brings warmer than expected water to place it passes. Remember, we made some maps on this. When an ocean current comes from a pole, it brings colder than expected water to place it passes. So this ocean current's warm coming from the equator, poles bringing down cold. We can kind of start to predict some weather, which we are going to start learning about weather pretty soon. And remember, we're investigating the question, other than latitude, what affects the ocean's surface temperature? Now, everybody, take a moment right now. Open your slideshow and just put ocean currents. Put that in there. You might want to make it a different color so I know you answered it. We can all do that right now. You can bold it. You can make it a different color. Just play with it. So right now, let's go do that quickly. And if you haven't opened this yet, open your slideshow right now and just write ocean currents. When I see this, I know you're paying attention. It's good for the grade. That done now. So now you have ocean currents here. Let's keep going. So here we have our key concepts. Energy from the sun is transferred to the surface. Some of that energy from the surface goes back into the air. The closer a location is to the equator, the warmer it is because it gets more energy from the sun. And so that temperature of the water and the surface, because remember water is included in the surface, will be warmer. And then it starts getting moved around with ocean currents. Okay, so now that's our review, gets us up to Tuesday. And now what we're going to look at is this map here. And we're going to see this is the Gulf Stream. Now the Gulf Stream is helped by these winds. We learned that in our prevailing winds slideshow. Was that up there? I think it was. Oh yeah, there it is, prevailing winds. I didn't look at it. Winds that move in one direction that are strong enough to push ocean current. And I love that she has an image with trees bending because that shows strong winds. So these are winds that move the ocean. So let's come down here to what we were just talking about. We have a Gulf Stream. The colors in the animation on the next slide represent sea surface temperatures. Warmer temperatures are shown in orange, and cooler ones in yellow or white. You can see the Gulf Stream as a wide orange line. Okay, so let's take a look at this animation, and we're just going to do a quick "What do I see?" slide. So first, let's watch this. Here we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. You can watch this multiple times if you need to. And we're going to just do a quick in-class activity. In-class activity means this should be done in class. Do not wait till later. Now, some of you, for whatever reason, you just cannot do the work. Maybe you're on an iPad. Maybe you're watching from your car on a phone. That's fine. It's okay right now. Take a little break and just look at this. But ideally, do this now and you don't have to do it later. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move this slide to the top. Place it there. Then we're going to add a "What I See" box. So what do you do there? You add a text box. You add a text box like this, and right at the top, "What I See." So that's just a "What I See" text box. And boy, it's pretty complicated because guess what you write? "What I see." So you watch the video. I don't know why it's not letting me open it more. Interesting. What's going on here? There we go. I don't know why I was doing that. So play the video or remember playing it. What do you see? It's when you're a scientist in the lab, it's very important to have observations. So we know the orange is warm, the yellow is cooler or even cold. You might know the United States enough to describe what we're watching. Maybe you can describe some curls. Does it all stay together? Does it break apart? Which direction are things moving? What is happening to the temperatures? Is it happening quickly? Can you remember some of our equator information and how it cools down depending on where it goes in reference to the equator? So just a couple of sentences right now. Even one sentence is fine, but try to do 2 or 3 sentences. It doesn't have to be perfect writing. It's like notes. You can do it in bullets. You can write it in sentences. So right now, let's go 5 minutes. Play the video again. It's in your slide. And write "What I See" in a text box. All right, let's do that now. So we should be able to see a couple of boxes. If you haven't done the work, you're trending towards a D. This is important to have this work. Make sure if you did not do it just now, get this done later. This is a Mandy "What I See" box top slide. All right, we're going to finish up today watching a little video on what is El Nino, and then we're going to create a top slide El Nino slide. So go ahead and make a new slide. It can be the second or third slide either way, because we want to make sure we have both those slides up top, because this is today's work. Any order, whichever you like the best, your favorite of those two be up top, but the "What I See" box and the El Nino slide need to be up top. El Nino slide. Now let's look at our requirements for this El Nino slide by going to groups. Tuesday, what is El Nino? Create a "What I See" slide. We just did that. Make a text box and describe what you see in the short video, movement, and colors. Create a top slide on El Nino. Informational essay with 3 key elements to describe the event. Remember your FIST essay format for an A, 3 facts for a B with visuals, C, visuals alone. So top slide, El Nino slide, and we are done for our Tuesday. All right, let's watch our El Nino video, get some information, A-level people are probably going to use information from the video when they write their CER. In the video, I learned this. El Nino is caused by this. Here's some traits of El Nino. I hope you enjoyed my essay. So pretty basic. CER, I even included the CER image and fist essay, we should call it. You could make it a claim essay. Very similar, it's just different ways to think about it. But I included that image to remind you how to write an A-level fist essay or CER. All right, let's go check the video. Good little informational video. What is El Nino? So you got to watch some ocean currents. You have some understanding of that. We're trying to learn about what impacts temperature in certain locations on the Earth. You have some background information on that. And now you just watched a good information video on what is El Nino. So final thing today, create a top slide. What is El Nino? Visuals only for a C. Visuals with 3 facts that you write in your own words for a B. And a nice fist essay, or you can make it a claim essay if you want, for a B. Top slide, El Nino. Let's get busy. Tuesday. Have a great day, everybody. Here we go.